Because I've also come to understand that the reason that so many of us proclaim that life is meaningless is because we actually would rather have it be meaningless than to take responsibility for it. Because you can imagine this scenario. Imagine you were offered a choice, and this is because you are offered this choice. You could say, well, absolutely nothing you do matters, and who the hell's going to know anyways in a million years? And so you can do whatever you want moment to moment, right? That's the payoff for that perspective, is you can do whatever you want moment to moment, and you'll not be held responsible by anyone, including yourself, for pursuing your petty, impulsive, immoral, foolish, destructive, genocidal tendencies. Or the alternative is that you can assume that everything you do is meaningful and everything you do has an impact on the way the world unfolds, and take responsibility for that, and it's something that you'll have your meaning all right, that's for sure, because you have an infinite amount of responsibility for every mistake that you make under those circumstances. And perhaps as a medicament for that, the knowledge that when you're on the path properly, that you're helping the world unfold in the best direction that it possibly could. Well, there isn't anything better than that. If you want something to set against the inevitable suffering of life, that's what you set against it, the endless adventure of trying to make things better in every possible way. And God only knows where we could get if we did that. Around the perfect man, everything comes together. And I don't believe that that's where the infinite logos that stretches across time and space comes together in a single individual. That's the Christian story. The reason for that is that every single person is embedded in a specific time and place. That's you as an individual, but at the same point, you're also the embodiment of this thing that has acted across forever to call chaos into habitable being. You're both this divine, eternal, transcendent essence and the finite shell that you inhabit. It's like the genie, right? A genie is genius, and the genie is something that can grant 3 magical wishes but has to inhabit this tiny little space. It's the same idea. Well, you can act that out in your life, and you can transcend it. And as you do that, things come together around you, and everything becomes musical. That's the right way to think about it. And everything becomes alive. And you shy away from that because you're resentful about the fundamental structure of being, and you don't want the responsibility. And it's no bloody wonder, because the responsibility is the responsibility for everything. You know, that's why it's part of the Christian story that Christ took the sins of the world upon himself. Because that's what you have to do in order to put yourself together. It's your fault. Everything that isn't going right is because you're not good enough. Well, who wants that? Right? Welcome the postmodernists, because they'll lighten the burden. The consequence is that nothing has any meaning, but that's a small price to pay to get rid of that particular burden. Well, maybe not. Maybe the meaning of life is to be found in your voluntary willingness to take on that burden and carry it, right? Well, that's the notion that's embedded in the idea of the cross, right? To pick up a full conscious knowledge of your own vulnerability, your subjugation to betrayal, your slavery at the hands of the state, your insanity and your mortality, and to say, I'll bear that voluntarily. It's okay. I can handle it.